zoomed in a lot. So hopefully my camera doesn't fall off the tripod this time. I actually just lost the data to that moment. The whole video just got deleted. So I'm not even trying to be funny. It's like corrupted, like it's gone. So that moment didn't happen. So week 1 is coming to a close. It is Thursday of my first week of school. I have my last classes of the week in like an hour. And my dad sent me something in the mail that he's like making me really excited for. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna try to get it before I leave for my first class, which is at 2:30. And our mail room opens at 2 and closes at 6. My 2:30 class ends at like 5:15, so I have to like really be quick about it. I think I'm gonna get it at the start, like before I leave though, just to make sure I definitely don't forget about it or something. Anyway, I have the apartment to myself, which is great. It's very nice. Tuesdays and Thursdays are weirdly my favorite day because I have nothing until 2:30, so I just like chill. I just vacuumed like the whole apartment, and got all my work done. I'm on top of everything. I just talked with tech support with Autodesk to make sure I secured my copy of Maya. If you know, you know. And yeah, that's kind of what's been going down. This year so far is by far my favorite. Like, all my roommates are awesome. They're clean, they're nice, they're thoughtful. Like, this is something I had, like, it's not like I didn't have that before, but last year, I don't know if I was really able to express that a lot on this playlist. But my roommate last year was not good, at least not for me. He was very loud, and it's not that he was mean or doing anything on purpose, or maliciously. There was just a lot of things he did that I just didn't mess with. I don't like. One of the videos I posted actually was addressing one of the worst things he did, like directly, which is like invite a girl over, like kind of he told me about it, but not really told. You know what I mean? And like ended up being like a whole day, like from noon to like 8 or whatever it was. Like, it was a whole thing. He was like, hey, I'm about to go over around the same time. I was like, okay, what time? He says, same thing as last time if that works for you. What does that mean, sucker? What time? So I looked, I was like, okay, let me just scroll up like a tiny bit. And he said, does like 5:30 work? I was like, okay, cool. I have it until, I'll say 5, but really I'll have it till like 4:50. Then I'll leave. So I low-key don't even want to see them. Cause like, bruh, out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately, this sucker came over at like 4:20. I was in the middle of a Marvel Rivals comp game. Oh my gosh. It's like the scene of just like the macho man and his like sexy love interest. And then like the nerd sitting in his dark, dingy room playing video games in front of an LCD monitor, bro. I just like how I don't have to deal with that anymore. And then freshman year, I felt bad because, shout out Samaj. That's his name. I'm gonna say his name because he's a great guy. I was feeling a lot that year, not because of him, but because of just because I was at college. It was the first time I was away from home for that long of a time. And he was actually a really good roommate. The only thing I didn't like that he did was like sometimes he'd be on the game late and then wake me up because the rooms are hecka small. Let's do a 360 the room. Because this is, oh my gosh, I keep knocking it over. This is literally the same size, if not a little bit bigger than my other room. You saw the 2 beds, hopefully. This tripod is basically touching both of them. The desk here. Like I'ma hear every little molecule of sound, okay? And I wasn't used to that. So, shout out him because he was a great roommate. I just was not a great roommate, to be honest. Could have said that better, but you know what I mean. It's not that I did stuff bad. I just was very, very whiny. But honestly, I don't think if you ask anyone that knew me like that, I don't think any of them would be surprised that I had such a rough time. And also just like friends. I don't really find my crew. Like just find people I like meshed with outside of class until second half of last year. It took a while. One of those people was my roommate from freshman year. So he's abroad right now, so I won't really be able to see him, but we're keeping in touch a little bit. Shout him out again. But yeah, I'm excited for this year. I was thinking about maybe going abroad next year, but after going to the meeting and seeing my options, I don't know if I will. Especially because I'm planning to go to Japan like that summer, so it would be not this upcoming summer, but the one after. And having two out of the country trips after not going out of the country a single time, I feel like it'd be really fun, and that's something I could like talk to my kids about down the line. But I'm just thinking cost wise, I don't know if that's the smartest thing, because if I'm going abroad, it's about the same cost as if I just spent a semester here. But more of the cost would be coming out of pocket because my parents pay for school here most. You know what I mean? I pay for my groceries, I pay for things I want in the moment, but my housing and the schooling is taken care of by them. Thank God. But if I'm overseas, like that would be mine. Even if they are like, yo, we'll pay for, like, no, I need to pay for that. That is my like. So I'd be shelling out close to like over 10K just on traveling in a year. That is insane, especially because that would be my senior year. So after that I'd be home, you know, which I plan to stay home after college, but I'd be in the process of saving up money to like get my own place at some point, and doing all that would just set me back a little bit. And also the only option for my abroad trip is France, based on like my major, as far as I understand right now. And I don't really want to go to France, I'm not gonna lie. Like I think it seems cool, like it seems sick and ratatouille, but I don't know. I'd go to London. I think London seems cool. Maybe like Italy, probably Sweden, probably Denmark at some point. But if I travel, I want to travel somewhere that's like not just white people. And I feel like French people, that's not true, because a lot of black people live in France. So what am I talking about? To be honest, the first two things that come to mind when I think of France are pee and snails. So I don't know if that's gonna get anyone excited to travel somewhere. If that's an inaccurate portrayal of the country, I'm sorry. Y'all did give us Wemby. Oh, and it feels like very like throwback, kind of. I wanted to record this because I looked out my window. So my window is right by, you saw it when I turned you around. I looked out my window, you can't see from here, but like I'm on the second floor. So just like, as I was like taking off my sweatshirt to switch my shirts, someone walked by. They were pretty. So just reminded me, like the last 2 years, I was really like, every time I just see someone, it's like, it's still the same thing, I'm not gonna lie, but like when I see someone around campus that's just like attractive or something, it's like I gotta play eye tag with them, or it's like in the back of my mind like, oh cool, I can't wait to walk to class now to see them. And I've been trying to realize like, or trying to think why I do that, and it's not that complicated. I think it's just exciting to do. I've seen posts from people at my school like on, if you've heard of Fizz, it's like terrible, but it's like anonymous, it's just like school Reddit basically. It's anonymous posts about things, about people. It's whack. I saw a post on there recently that was whack. Basically took someone's Instagram profile picture and said, is she single? That's like weird to do, right? I saw someone say how much having a class crush makes, like it just makes it more exciting to do to class, and it's real. Like nothing's gonna come of it. It's just, I like having somebody in the class that I can, like, I don't know, like if my mind starts wandering, I can think of them, and then that kind of brings me back to the class, because it's like, hold on. Let's see, what am I gonna eat? Hold on. What is she doing? Oh wait, she's paying attention? Let me pay attention too, so I can like, so she sees me pay attention, she's like, oh, look at that man, he's paying attention. Yeah, I gotta bring this up, because I'm dancing around it. But I still have not found like a girl at this school I'm like this with at all. Like I'm not even like friends. Well, I have one, but I haven't reached out to her since I got back because I wanted to wait until I settled in. But with her, it's not even like that. I mean like a girl that's like, look bruh, I'm thinking like, how am I gonna find a wife? You know what I mean? I don't particularly want to do it, like to find one like now or like whatever. I just, when's the right time? Because in my mind, it's like I keep painting this. Whenever I find a person that's eventually down the line gonna be my wife, I keep thinking it's gonna be like a perfect like not like Disney moment, but it's gonna be a thing, and I might not even realize it at the time, or maybe I do. But I kind of paint the moment as perfect, even if it's imperfect. Like the moment is just like exactly what it needs to be, which puts pressure on every single interaction I have with a girl, because I feel like, okay, I don't want to mess this up, because for all I know, I could be fumbling this opportunity, which, you know what I mean, if I miss this, I'm gonna have to wait 2 years until I find someone again. It's something that's why I get so stressed when I walk to class. That's why I feel so tired when I come back. That, and it's like 90 degrees every day. But mostly because I'm overthinking everything. And I don't know how to stop doing that. And I also don't know if that's like the right thing to do. Because I'm worried if I stop overthinking stuff in that way, I might just become more like, maybe not nonchalant, but I don't know.